Good afternoon, guys. So we will look at the seminar. Most of the seminar is theory questions, which you need to really read and apply. Kaizen costing, we talk about Kaizen costing, and it's a Japanese philosophy for continuous improvement. And we did say that for Kaizen costing, Toyota was the first automobile company to adopt this technique. How is different from the standard? Standard is traditional way, but for Kaizen costing, so the employees are involved in decision making and in the process. In terms of activity-based management, ABM, it's based on ABC, if you remember, activity-based costing. So this is the way just you need to really identify the same stages of ABC there in terms of activities, in terms of cost pools and the cost drivers. Equation number 3, it talks about the benchmarking and how benchmarking can be used and to improve them in performance, and also suggest 3 performance measures for the outlet. Anyway, for benchmarking, we talked about it, and we mentioned about how to promote the best practices across the organization. Could be internally, when within the organization they compare, could be department with department, branch with branch, could be externally from business to another business, and also could be through business, through process or activities. Equation number 4 talks about the target costing there, target costing and the Kaizen costing. If you remember, we did talk about target costing, about how we how to set up a price, and this we set up a price before we calculating the cost, and that's called target costing. It's opposite the traditional way of calculating the cost. Question number 5, how to do ABC question. We did practice a lot on it, and you should be able to do it. Question number 6, it's a question about cost of equality. This questions many times. I talked about it in the lecture. If you go back to the lecture slides and the lecture recording, I did explain it many times, if you remember. Okay. Anyway, so in order to do this question, we did say that we need to classify each under the cost category. We have 4 cost category here. We have a prevention cost, we have appraisal cost, we have internal failure cost, and we have external failure cost. Once you classify them, you just need to classify them, and here we go. We classify them under each, and then we calculate the percentage, if you remember from the lecture. And then it's 5.55% almost. It's high, it's a lot, but why it's a lot? If you remember what we explained in the lecture, that as you see here, they didn't focus on, they didn't invest a lot on prevention cost and also in appraisal costs. So we did say that if they invest less in conformance cost in prevention, including the prevention cost and appraisal cost, so automatically they should expect really high cost within the non-conformance cost. Okay, in this case, as a business, they really need to try to eliminate or reduce these costs. For example, scrap, rework, returns, complaint. So by investing more in machinery, upgrading machinery, training employees, developing employees, There's a lot of things they can do. Question number 7 is the same. It's the same thing. It's just for you to practice, guys. So the same way, absolutely the same way, no difference at all. And question number 8, we talk about business process re-engineering. If you remember the last topic in the lecture, so how to apply it. And if you remember, we did say it's focused more on the process, how to improve the process, how to create a new process, etc., etc. And the last question, we did talk about the total quality management and the two basic principles, including the customer satisfaction and also the customer feedback. So remember, guys, when it comes to principles of total quality management, we explained 8 principles in the lecture, but the two basic are there. So, and the total quality management is spread across the whole organization from every single aspect of the organization, not only the customer satisfaction. The next question, yeah, we just answered this question anyway. So that's, you need to explain the 4 categories of quality of in which quality cost can be analyzed. It's the prevention and appraisal and internal failure and external failure. We did explain it in just before. And how can we apply total quality management in a banking sector? Again, so look at the case studies I uploaded and find out how can you apply such a case study within a business. So it's almost 90%, 95% the same. Anyway, we just, you need to talk about the, when it comes to total quality management, you need to talk about the principles there, the 8 principles, how to improve the customer satisfaction, how to meet the customer requirement, how to get excellent feedback from customers, how to improve the quality when it comes to the strategic direction of the business, how to do that, how to train employees, how to develop the employees, how to make decisions based on research and development. There's a lot of things there. You need to look at the principles and apply it within the case study. Yeah, last question here. Just in time. We did say about just in time that the aim of it to completely rid of inventory or make the inventory 0, and the benefits we did talk about it, reduce the storage and also try to eliminate from the storage cost, and also try to eliminate the waste. So it's very important when it comes just in time. I did mention that total quality management should be applied across the whole organization in within every single aspect, and just in time one of them there. So there's a lot of case studies. Again, I uploaded, so it's very important to have a look and read. When it comes to these techniques, as you see, guys, is more about you read about it more. So when you read more, you will get it more. So as long as you read, try to read, watch videos from YouTube, for example, total quality management, Toyota, just-in-time Toyota. So it's nice to see how these techniques are applied in the real world. Thank you very much. God bless.